Okay, I started, my Kubestronaut program in 2024. In Jan 2024, I think I started my journey. Okay, I first enrolled for the CKA course, the Certified Kubernetes Administrator course. Prior to this, I was already working, on the Kubernetes platform. In my role at that particular time, it was a kind of a job requirement for me. So yeah, I was already using Kubernetes technology, and I was doing deployments. I was working with pods. I was working with containers. I was working with YAML files. I was working with Helm charts. So yeah, I was already into that. I wanted to go for a certain level of expertise with Kubernetes. So that's why I initially opted for the Certified Kubernetes Administrator certification. Of course, I could go for KCNA first, okay, because that's a foundational level. I actually initially thought of going for KCNA, but based on my job alignment and the requirement, I first went for the CKA course. And I started in the month of Jan, and for over two months, for a span of 2 months, I had to do rigorous practice, a lot of learning, a lot of documentation I had to go through. So Kubernetes.io, it's already a public documentation that you can access, that is provided by Kubernetes, wherein I think you can get almost all the details. You If someone goes through all those documents as a whole, multiple types, I don't think so they have to go for any video or anything as such to understand anything, because it itself has almost all the details, all the information which you would want to understand Kubernetes. Okay, so yeah, the first one that I went for, that was CKA course, and it covers most of the topics that KCNA has. It's just that little bit of information related to cloud native, that's something KCNA offers. So you can start with KCNA, or if you want to directly go for CK, you can directly go for it. It's totally upon your convenience, I would say, and what's your requirement. I got my Cube astronauts badge couple of months back, and you can say that I have been working on the Kubernetes for over 4 years now. Okay, so I have gained a level of expertise. So that's why I wanted to go through this Cube astronaut program completely. As I mentioned, I started with CK exam. It took me around 2 months of learning, practice, multiple mock exams, multiple tests that I had to give in order to clear the exam. Okay, because the first one, it was a little bit tricky because it covers almost all the topics. The CK exam, it covers almost all the topics, and you need to have an understanding of each and every topic in order to sit for the exam and clear it. So I had to go through each one of them. But after that, after I had completed the CK exam, the topics that were to be covered in KCNA and KCSA and CKS, they were kind of a kind of a subset of each one of them, you can say. So some of the topics covered in KCNA, they are already covered in CK. Some of them covered in KCSA, they are already covered in CKS. So it was like that. So basically, I started with CK, then I completed the KCNA exam. Sorry, after CK, I completed the CKAD exam, and then I gave KCNA, KCSA, and then I completed the CKS exam. CKS, it's a little bit tough, okay, because it's in terms of security. If you know that if someone works into development or testing or even DevOps, security is something that's handled by a whole separate team, right? Definitely security practices, they are applied by developers, testers, even the DevOps professionals or service delivery, they do apply that, but not to that level. Okay, cyber security is something a whole different tangent, you know. But so that's why CKS, it was the most challenging and most I would say knowledgeable as well. Okay, the it means I would say that clearing the CKS exam, that was the best thing that I could do. Okay, so yeah, so I started in Jan, and 2 months it took around at that point of time. And then for over 8 months, I didn't go for any certifications. Okay, but I already had in mind that I have to complete this Kubestronaut program. Okay, so I had already enrolled for all five certifications, and then 2 months back I again started working on these certifications. So I completed the KCNA and KCSA exam and the CKS exam. So that was my complete journey. It has been 100% pass rate. Like that means on my first attempt I have cleared the exams. Of course, there was a lot of effort behind it. There was a lot of practice, a lot of learning that was involved in order to clear these exams. So yeah, I think if you plan for these certifications based on your job requirements, or the time frame that you can actually invest, you can go for these exams. Yeah.